Chukudi, what exactly is your work? 2 years, you have sold phone, you have sold car, you have sold shoes, and now you are selling furniture. What exactly is your work? Now, are you like Chukudi, that you have been selling different kind of things? I understand. I'm sure it's because you are trying to make ends meet. Country hard. That is one of the reasons why in the next 100 days, I'm going to be showing you a better way of doing this thing. How you can find purpose, how you can stay and focus on a business and build it and become a huge name. I'm going to be teaching you how to build a successful business. And even if you decide that you want to go online and you want to diversify, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do it. And also I'm going to be fixing that mindset of yours that has been taking you pure. Join me on this 100-day journey. It's absolutely free. Titled Mind and Money. I am going to be teaching you skills that will help you transform not just your mind but also your pocket. Click on the link below to get registered. See you there. You know say too much garri dey cause alcohol. And you know say this your garri wey you dey take na because of Satan. Now, let me show you how you can increase your income. Let me show you ways that you stop drinking garri every single day. There are other types of food. There's rice, there's beans, there's chicken, there's so many other things. But you cannot afford those things if you rely on only one source of income, which is your salary. In the next 100 days, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make money both from cryptocurrency, forex, and from owning a business. And that is not just all. I'll be adding a bonus on teaching you life skills, how to get out of depression, how to handle breakup, and how to live a best life. If you are interested in turning finance around, click on the link below. Join me on this transformative journey. It is absolutely free. Stop drinking garri every time. Because I said it's free doesn't mean that the link is going to remain open forever. Get on board. I'll see you then.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another edition of the Mind and Money series, day 77. Day 78, sorry. 22 days to go. I mean, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing time. We've had we've had a lot of guests and all of that. It's been awesome. Okay, so today, I won't be talking today. You see, one of the things, the whole idea of the Mind and Money series is to help you become better. To help you become better in your mind first, then which should also translate to your pocket. If you listen to yesterday's meeting with my mentor, Dr. Oke Abioye, it was really awesome. He was supposed to speak on the topic, the impact of your inner circle. But he went on to start from the whole idea of how powerful the mind is and how for you to improve in your finance it has to start from here. It was a powerful session, right? And he went on to talk about a whole lot of things. Okay, so on this 78th day of this program, I'm going to be inviting somebody else onto this call. And the person has been watching and has been actively listening to all the 77 previous Mind and Money series. So today, that person will be sharing insights on what has been learned by that person. Right? So in the next couple of minutes, she'll be given some time to tell us how impactful it has been, what has she learned. And maybe you would learn a thing or two from what she has to say. And maybe you'll be motivated to go back and watch some of the previous videos. Like I said, this is a compound program and it's also very compact. So for you to gain maximum value, it only makes sense that you follow it day by day. Right? So I'm going to be bringing her in. She's my secretary and my PA, very powerful lady, called Priscilla. Priscilla, welcome to the Mind and Money series.
Thank you, sir. Even though you staged me, this is really unfair. Good evening, everyone. This is officially the 78th. And it's been a long journey, a very long journey. And
Okay, so Priscilla will be sharing some insights with us. I want to see if she's learned anything. And why am I using her as a yardstick? Because they say charity should begin from home. If she can prove that she's learned anything, it's going to go a long way to be a testament that what we are doing here actually has some form of value and some form of impact. So in the next couple of minutes, Priscilla is going to have the floor. And please get your pen, get your paper. You could learn a thing or two. Right? Over. Now, Priscilla, the floor is yours.
okay, so like you said, the whole idea of Minds and Money series was born out of the desire to help millions of Nigerians develop themselves financially and otherwise, both in their pockets, in their businesses, and in the general way of their lives. Now, when we started this Minds and Money series, we didn't expect it to touch as much lives as we have touched because everyday's topic is a representation of one or two things that is happening in either somebody's relationship or in the economy. And this has helped so many persons. We've gotten testimonies of so many persons who have come out to say, yes, this program, yes, has impacted my life one way or the other. And I've not been an exception to this. One of my favorite Mind and Money series topic is it's okay to fail. And it was as if the topic was specifically meant for me. Like, okay, he said, okay, Priscilla, this is your own topic. It's okay to fail, it's okay to make mistakes. And in certain points in my life, I've made terrible mistakes. I've gone through those period when I felt it's really not what's live like it's really not making any sense if you dream again because of what I've been through. And after listening to that series on it's okay to fail, I realized that actually it's okay to fail, but what do you do with those mistakes you've learned? What do they help to empower you, or do they help to make you feel worse of yourself? And someone said something: you should develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. What does it mean? Every day you keep growing. We say when you're ripe, you're rotten, but when you are green, you are growing. Now, in this whole aspect of Minds and Money series, the question I want to ask is this: every day we come to Minds and Money series and we get topics on either crypto, either forex, millennial wisdom, life coaching, and a whole lot. But the question is this: what have you been doing with those knowledge, with those notes you've been copying, with everything you've been listening to? How has it been able to change your life? How have you used it to make sure that this has impacted your life positively? Because the main aim of this is to help you become wise and make informed decisions. Now, there was a time we talked about the economy of the naira and the dollar, and we gave steps on how people can use that information to enhance themselves. We talked about the loans. Should you take the loan? We talked about relationship, dating, and sex. We talked about forex. Talked about crypto. A whole lot of things. Now, for the fact that something is free does not make it cheap. I hope you know. But the fact that this information you get every day comes on the platter of gold does not make it cheap. Because, like he said yesterday, his mentor that came yesterday, he said before he met him for an hour, you pay 50,000 naira to get just an hour with Dr. Oke Abioye. Now, every day for 30 minutes, You get free, undiluted information without anything, without him holding back anything, because every day we come out here to give out value. But the question is this: with everything you've been getting, with all the knowledge you've been getting, how have you used it to impact your life? How have you used it to make sure that this is something that is, is something that has changed you? Yes, you're going through financial crisis. You talked about financial pressure. Yes, of course. I have a friend of mine there, and she was telling me how she's undergoing financial pressure and the rest of them. And then I remembered we talked about financial pressure. Then I posted it on my status. Like I was like, everything we talked on the Minds and Money series, at the long run, someone comes up with this problem or the other, and boom, we forward you the link because we've talked about everything there, and you get all the ideas, all the knowledge, all the solutions to the problem you need. So I know it's a whole lot. Yes, it's a whole lot. Some people say they don't have time, they don't have this, they don't have that, but knowledge is something that you shouldn't get tired of acquiring. Get knowledge every day. Be hungry for success, be hungry for knowledge. Do not just be okay, like Dr. Abioyo said yesterday. When your wherever you're staying outgrows you, that means you're no longer growing. You should be able to learn every day. No knowledge is a waste. At every point in your life, when you keep learning, you realize that become a better person. You become a better version of yourself. And when you keep learning every day, you realize that yes, this thing I've learned, it might not be useful today, but tomorrow when situations like this come up, I'm able to use it for something. I'm able to use this knowledge to grow myself. Now the thing is this: in the past 77 days, I've been able to learn a whole lot. I've been able to learn that it's okay to fail. Like I always, that's one of my favorite topic. It's okay to fail. At that point in my life, it was as if my whole life was crumbling. And when that series was delivered, I found redemption. If that's the right word to use, I found redemption because I knew that it's really okay to make mistakes. And when I make mistakes, I realize that yes, I'm human. I'm human. I've never lived this life before. I've never been in this life before to know that, okay, this is what I'm not supposed to do. I'm supposed to do this. No. But after the experience, I realized that, yes, it's really okay to fail. And coming to the part of relationship, Dr. Harrison, Pastor B, and the rest of them were able to dissect everything about relationship. And I was able to learn a whole lot. Then Mr. Mike came on the aspect of loan. Should I take the loan? He talked about the aspect of business, and I was able to learn a lot. And yes, on crypto and forex, I really got intrigued knowing that females could learn crypto, because all through my life I thought it was just for the male folks. I didn't know that women too we are also capable of learning crypto and forex. And today, my friends call me crypto baroness, even though I have little idea of crypto. But the way I carry it, you now think that I know everything about crypto just because I was passionate about being hungry for success, wanting to know more. Today, if you ask me one or two things on crypto, yes, I can tell you because I'm able to learn this not just in the classes, but also in the Minds and Money series. Now, I want to admonish all of us today. Go back to all the series we've talked about. Go back to all the series. You might not know which has been specifically baked for you, waiting for you to just accept it with open hands. So,
So,
thank you,
thank you,
Mr.
Mrs.
Silas.
Silas.
You
You
really
really
don't,
don't,
you
you
just
just
don't
don't
know
know
the
the
kind
kind
of
of
impact
impact
you've
you've
made,
made,
not
not
just
just
on
on
me,
me,
but
but
on
on
millions
millions
of
of
Nigerians.
Nigerians.
And
And
I
I
pray
pray
that
that
as
as
many
many
people
people
who
who
watch
watch
this
this
video,
video
they're
are
able
able
to
to
realize
realize
that
that
yes,
yes,
there
there
is
is
more to
more to
life
life
than
than
just
just
living.
living.
There's
There's
a
a
whole
whole
lot
lot
of
of
things
things
you could
to
gain
gain
with
with
this
this
30
30
minutes
minutes
video
video
for the
for the
past
past
77
77
days.
days.
It's
It's
not
not
just
just
for
for
you,
you,
someone
someone
else
else
might
might
need
need
it.
it.
So
So
try
try
as
as
much
much
as
as
possible
possible
to
to
rewatch
rewatch
rewatch, meditate on all these videos, watch them slowly, and you might just pick one thing that will spark you up, just one thing that will make your life a difference. Thank you very much, Mr. Silas Umekwe.
All right. The staging is not done yet. You see, life in itself does not give you lessons before it gives you tests. Life just gives you tests. You wake up one day and that day is your exam day. And that's the thing about life. So my PA came into the office this evening, was getting ready to set up with the live, so I'm going to speak. I told her, you're the person speaking to me, and she said, what am I going to say? I said, exactly what you have learned. And she has come and she has talked a little, but I'm still going to do for more. Right? Okay, so in the course of the program, we've talked about the growth series. Most of this Sunday, one of the things we look at is the growth series. We look at certain principles. Of all those principles in the growth series, which of them do you think, or which of them has resonated with you more? Of course, I expect that we're supposed to, have a clear understanding of most of the ideas, of most of the things we talked about in the growth series, right? So, we looked at the principle of pain, we've looked at a lot of principles, right? So, which of the series, which of them, resonates with you more, and which of them have you started, using?
Okay, the one that has affected me the most is the principle of reflection. Stop, think, and reflect. That is the one that has affected me the most. Because in that series, we talked about you going back to examine those things you've done before. The time for self reflection. Many people have not been able to go through that self reflection, and it's bad. It's one thing to make mistakes, it's one thing to live your life, and it's also one thing to one day sit and ask yourself, these things I've been doing for the past 1 week and things hasn't been going well. What went wrong? What should I have done better? At that point, you are stopping to think, stopping to reflect, you're stopping to make possible you're making steps whereby you don't make those mistakes you made before. Now that is one of my favorite series on growth series, the principle of reflection, whereby you have to sit and examine everything you've done. What and what have I done that has not been very, very useful? What should I do to make sure that I don't make the same mistake? What should I do to improve on myself? And we also talked about you sitting down at a very quiet place to reflect. Have your pen and paper, reflect. When you reflect, you also have a journal whereby you write everything down. And that has really helped me because at some point I do some things and I'm able to sit down. Okay, I'm reflecting. Okay, should I have done this? If I had done this like this, would it have been better? But prior to now, I had no idea on self-reflection. I just live life every day. You make mistakes. Oh, what concern it has happened, it has happened. But at that point where I'm able to learn about self-reflection, I'm able to realize that yes, it's best that I talk to myself, and you talking to yourself can be the best that can ever happen to you because at that point you're able to give yourself the best advice because yes, you are talking to yourself and you're listening to yourself.
Okay, so we've looked at so many parts of the growth series. We've looked at the principle of the right environment. We've looked at the principle of character. Looked at the principle of pain, and I'm happy you could pick something and say, okay, on this aspect, this is what I've learned. Now I'll still have to join you a little bit more. Okay, and this time we're going to be looking at the life coaching aspect. So, under the life coaching, what area exactly? Yeah, we talked about the relationship aspect where Pastor Harris is in Pastor. So apart from that, what have you learned when it comes to relationship, but not with a spouse now, maybe with your colleagues, your boss, What have you learned so far? How let's bring this whole idea to
Well, not with his spouse now, maybe with
what
your colleagues or boss.
how has this series
How has
helped
this
you
series
in your
helped you
environment?
in your work
Has it
environment?
impacted you
Has
in
it
any way?
impacted you in any
Has
way?
it
Has it
affected how you
affected how
behave, how
you
you think?
think?
Has
Has
it
it
affected
affected
you
you
in
in
any
any
way?
way? And if it has,
So
how
how
exactly
exactly
has
has
it
it affected you?
affected? And
And
what
what exactly
exactly
is
is
that
that
affected you?
Okay, like you
Okay, like
said,
you
the
said, the
life
life
coaching series has been more than just relationship with one spouse or one's partner. Now,
now
it
it
has
has
also
also
affected
affected
me in my
my
working
working
place
place
because
because
one,
one,
it
it
has
has
given
given me
me that
that mindset
mindset of having
having
to
to
relate
relate
to
with
different
different
persons
persons
at
at
different
different
moments,
moments,
having
having
to
to
deal
deal
with
with
different
different
people,
people,
having
having
to
to
deal
deal
with
with
let's
let's
say
say the aspect
the
of
aspect of
communication,
communication,
the
in the
aspect of
aspect of
mindset,
mindset,
the
in the
aspect of
aspect of
gratitude,
gratitude, in
the
the
aspect
aspect
of
of
leadership.
leadership. Because
Because
it's
it's
one
one
thing
thing
to
to
be
be
a
a leader,
leader and it's
it's
one
one
thing
thing
to
to
be a
be a
follower.
follower.
And
And
if
if
you are
you are
able
able
to
to
learn,
learn,
you
you
should
should
be
be
able
able to put
to
into
put into
practice
practice
whatever you
whatever
learn.
you've learned.
And in
And
the
in the
life
life
coaching
coaching
series,
series, we've
we talked
talked
about
about
a
a
whole
whole
lot.
lot.
We
We've
talked
talked
about
about
relationship,
relationship,
like
like
I
you
said,
said, and
from
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 let's
let's
leave
leave
relationship
relationship
aside.
aside.
We've
We
also
also
talked
talked
about
about gratitude,
gratitude, the
the
aspect
aspect
of
of
being
being
grateful,
grateful,
even
even
for
for
the
the
most
most
little
little
things
things
that
that
you
you
receive.
receive.
He
He
said
said
you
you
mustn't
mustn't
give
give
out
out
gifts
gifts
for
for
you
you
to
to
show
show
that
that
yes,
yes,
you've
you've
been
been
able
able
to
to show
show
appreciation.
appreciation. But
But
giving
giving
out
out
service,
service,
you
you
able
able
to
to
do
do
one
one
or
or
two
two
things
things
which
which
shows
shows
that
that
yes,
yes,
you are
you are
grateful
grateful
goes
goes
a
a
long
long
way
way
to
to
show
show
that
that
yes,
yes,
I'm
I'm
grateful for
for
what
what
this
this
person
person
have
has
done
done.
for me. Then
Then
coming
coming
to
to
the
the
aspect
aspect
of
of
work,
work,
with the
with the
Mind
Mind
and
and
Money
Money
series,
series,
I've
I've
been
been
able
able
to
to
realize
realize
that
that
people
people
come
come
in
in
different
different
shapes.
shapes.
People
People
come
come
every
every
day
day
into
to
the
the
office
office
with
with
different
different
things,
things.
and it
It
depends
depends
on
on
that
that
way you
way
are
you're
able
able
to
to
communicate
communicate
to them,
and
to
to
appeal
appeal
to
to
their
their
emotions.
emotions.
Are
Are
you
you
able
able
to
to
communicate
communicate
with
with
them
them
in a
in a
polite
polite
way for
way
them
for
not
them
to
not to
feel
feel
offended
offended
and
and
still
still
pass
pass
the
the
message?
message?
Because
Because
sometimes
sometimes
people
people
come
come
into the
into the
office,
office,
they
they
have
have
problems,
problems,
and
and
if
if
you
you
use
use
the
the
same
same
anger
anger
they
they
use
use
in
in
approaching
approaching
them,
them,
you
you
might
might
not
not
get
get
the
the
best
best
out
out
of
of
them.
them.
So
So
I've
I've
been
been
able
able
to
to
learn
learn
how
how
to
to
talk
talk
to
to
people.
people.
Yes,
Yes,
this
this
person
person
has
has
these
these
issues.
issues.
Yes,
Yes,
are
are
you
you
able
able
to
to
answer
answer
this
this
person in
person
a
the
way
way
the
the
person
person
will
will
not
not
feel
feel
bad
bad
and
and
still
still
yet
yet
make the
make the
person
person
feel
feel
good?
good?
A
A
situation
situation
happened
happened
in
in
the
the
office.
office.
A
A
customer
customer
came
came
and
and
she
she
was
was
shouting
shouting
and
and
shouting.
shouting. We're
We're
supposed to deliver
supposed
the job. The
to
job was
deliver
ready.
the
Now,
job.
because she has been
The
shouting and
job
shouting,
was
okay, call this woman, her job is
ready. Now, because she
we
has been
all
shouting
assumed
and
that
shouting, okay,
no, the
call
boss
this woman her
should
job.
call
We all
her
assumed
that.
that no, the
And the
boss
woman
should
came
call
to
her.
the
Boss should
office.
call her that we
And
can't
when
call.
he
And the
spoke
woman
to
came to the
her,
office.
in
And
less
when he
than
spoke to
2 minutes, she
her,
was calm.
in less than 2 minutes,
And
she
she
was
was all
calm.
smiling. And
And she
we
was all
realized that
smiling. And we
the way he
realized that
approached
the
her
way he
was the
approached her
best way
was the
he could have
best way
approached her. But
we
we were
could
all
have
scared
approached
that
her. But we are all
since
scared that
we
since
delayed her
we've
job, it
delayed her
wasn't
job,
wise
it
calling her.
wasn't
She should
wise
just come
calling
to the
her. She should
office.
just come to the
Everybody
office.
just run
Everybody
to
will just
one
run
place
to
and
one
hide
place and
and let
hide
boss
and let
handle the
boss handle the
situation.
situation.
But when she
But when
came
she
and
came
we all
and we
handled
all
it
handled
in a
it
very
in a very
amicable
amicable
way,
way,
we
we
realized
realized
that
that
yes,
yes, this
this
is
is
one
one
way
way
to
to
handle
handle
people
people
who
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 have
have
anger
anger
issues
issues
or
or
who
who
are
are
not
not
happy
happy
with the
with the
way
way
things
things
are
are
done.
done.
And
And
I've
I've
been
been
able
able
to
to
realize
realize
that
that
yes,
yes,
you
you
can
can
able
able
to
to
communicate with
communicate
people
without
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 being
being
rude
rude
and
and
still
still
yet
yet
pass
pass
the
the
message
message
to
to
them.
them.
All right. I think from the last thing we talked about, if we are pointing to where we talked about, customer is always always right.
Yes.
And while I've always known that the customer is always right. It's not the complete statement. Because the actual complete statement is the customer is always right when it comes to taste. Right? So it's the customer that will actually tell you if it's sweet. If you cook a food and you tell somebody come and buy it and say, this food is right. You cannot start insulting the person. When it comes to taste, right? Right? But when we went on to dig deep into that topic, right? We found out a whole lot of things that the truth is the customer is not actually always right. Okay, so it relates to the example she just gave. Okay, so a customer came and after we did everything, we did the job, and after doing the job, the customer was telling us to deliver the job to her house. We are not a delivery agency, and she wanted us to deliver it for free. So I told my staff we were not going to deliver it. On that case, the customer is not right. You cannot tell us to deliver the job for free to your house. Now, what is the solution? She has to come and pick her job. And I told them, call this woman. And a few minutes later, they said the woman is coming. So in my assumption, just they called her. And when she came, it was furious. So none of you can call me and all of that. And at that moment, I didn't help. Why? Because when her job was ready, we were supposed to call her. So at that point, she was right. Her job was ready, and we were supposed to. So what was supposed to be done was customer relationship. So I had to cheer her up. I had to carry the job and go to my staff and all of that. And at the end of the day, the woman was laughing and smiling. And I said, don't worry, sir. Don't mind them. And they smiled and everything. He said, don't worry, they'll come again. And it ended that way. Now, you see, I'm sure they saw a practical demonstration of that action series. One of the things I want you to understand is when it comes to business, there are some things that are learned, there are some things that are taught, there are some things that are caught. Right? When it comes to handling people, when it comes to see one thing is anytime you suffer in any environment, right? I believe my mentor said that yesterday. That whenever you see that you are suffering in any area of your life, it's because you have gotten to the height of the knowledge you have in that area. It's because the knowledge you have in that area has expired. Once you discover you are suffering in any area of your life, in your finance, in your relationship, it's because the knowledge you have in that area has expired. So what do you need to do? You need to go for knowledge. Right? You need to go for knowledge. How do you get this knowledge? Of course, listening to mentors, attending seminars, most importantly, reading books. Reading books. Right? So I want to leave you guys here. Believe you're doing value. I believe there's one thing today's teaching should let you understand is that over the course of the last 77 days, we have poured our hearts and we have poured our value. One of the things I want to advise you is go back to those videos, watch them, and I'm sure you are going to get a whole lot. So I'm going to put my PA out of this video. All right, so guys, as I was saying, there's so much you could learn. There's so much for you to learn. Don't ever get to the point where you think you have maxed out on learning. Don't ever get to the point where you think there's nothing I can learn from this person. The Bible says, oh, you sluggard, go to the ants and learn. Go to the ants and learn. There's so much value contained here. We have brought in some powerful speakers, powerful guests. And yesterday I was really humbled having my mentor on this program. He is a seasoned speaker. Right. So one of the things I want you to understand is please to gain maximum value from this series. Go back, watch it over and over again. Right? And I'm very certain that if you apply the things you have learned. Yesterday, my mentor said you should get a pen. I think I'm going to talk about that assignment again. He said, get a pen, and this will help you. This will help you. If there's nothing you take out from today or from this week, take this assignment. Do a SWOT analysis on yourself. Do a SWOT analysis on yourself. Go back home or sit down before you go to bed. Write out your strengths. Write out your weaknesses. Write out the opportunities around you. And write out the threats to your success. When you get all these things, work on your weaknesses. Eliminate your threats. Take advantage of your opportunities and put your strength to better use. And I'm certain that at the end of the day, you'll be better. Remember, the race or the fight is not a competition between you and the next person. The fight or the race is a competition between you of today and you of yesterday. You want to make sure that tomorrow, the version of you that exists tomorrow is better than the version of you that is existing today. But remember, in one of our series, I said, you will be the same person that you are this year in 5 years' time, except for two things: the kind of books you read and the associations you keep. So, whatever you do, who is talking to you? Who are you listening to? Who are you associating with? What books are you reading? Please, yesterday's meeting is powerful. As a matter of fact, it's because I'm still basking in the euphoria of what was delivered yesterday. I just don't have anything to add to it. I want us to take time and ruminate on that content yesterday. It's an hour content, so go back, watch it, listen to it, and take advantage. Most importantly, you see this SWOT analysis, do it on yourself, and I'm certain that you're going to be better off than you are today. So, on that note, I want to bring this meeting to a close. Thank you very much, guys, for being a part of this. I'll see you tomorrow as we continue our Mind and Money series, day 79. We have 22 days left. I want to believe that, it's making some sense to you. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.